Messi.
Here.
Gerald Lifting.
Yes.
Kevin McCabe.
Here.
William Ross.
Here.
Robert Cliff.
Here.
Jason Crumpa.
Here.
Clifford Scott.
Here.
Maria Lopez.
Here.
And Scott Bridges is excused.
Thank you. Introduction of guests.
Caroline Crusoe, agency staff.
Jeremy Gertz, agency staff.
Mike Dudley, agency staff.
Andrea Kleisik, agency staff.
Mark Gabriel, agency counsel.
Sue Baroon, agency staff.
Jim Fay from Business First.
Jonathan Epstein, Buffalo News. Sam Santa Rosa, retired.
Dan Moran, Covanta. Ben Gasway, Covanta.
Aaron Santa Rosa, Buffalo Fuel.
Great. Thank you. Could we stand for the pledge of allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's see, 5.0, Mr. Ross, with the meeting minutes from November 9th.
So moved.
Now you have a second.
I will second.
Jason Crumpa. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. 6.0, Finance and Audit Committee report.
Agency payables for November 30th were found to be in order. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Budget variance report for November 30th found to be in order. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Let's see, new business, 8.0. Mark, do you have any new business or unfinished business?
There is no unfinished business. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
8.0, NIASET Corporation Project. Mark?
Yes, thank you. NIASET Corporation project, if you recall, we have two projects. One is the older, smaller project. This is what we're talking about here. Council, as you can tell within your agenda package, has requested, the company is requesting its second inducement extension of 6 months to complete the project. They believe this should be moving within the next 3 months. However, just due to delays, they're asking for a second inducement extension. We've explained to them that it's highly unlikely our board would grant a third, that after 2 years, normally we're going to ask them to come back. So either in the next 6 months they close, or we're going to ask them to resubmit an application. So what we're looking for right now is simply a 6-month inducement extension for the NIASET Corporation project.
Second.
Okay, no questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We need a roll call vote.
You do, thanks.
Mr. Lifting.
Yes.
Mr. McCabe.
Yes.
Mr. Ross.
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Mr. Crumpa.
Yes.
Mr. Cliff.
Yes.
Ms. Lopez.
Yes.
Mr. Messi.
Yes. Okay, 8.2, TM Montante Development. Gabriel?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For 8.2 and 8.3, they're basically a similar request for similar projects. One is located at 500 3rd Street in the city of Niagara Falls, and the other one at 512 3rd Street. Again, they have just recently, very recently, acquired both of those properties, are looking to move forward, but will not be doing so until the spring. As such, they're asking for their second extension resolution so that the inducement can stretch an additional 6 months.
Any questions?
Refresh my memory, is this the corner of 3rd and Main?
3rd and Ferry, I believe, and I think that might be touching a little of Main Street where the old brewery place was there.
I honestly don't think.
Mark, Bill, why don't you tell us where this is?
Niagara Mohawk building?
There it is.
You gotta date back for that one.
That's right.
Mark, they're aware of the third inducement. Then.
They are very close.
Same as NICET, so
Yes,
second, and then they'd have to reapply.
that's correct.
I have a motion from Mr. Wolfgang. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Krempa, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We need a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Wolfgang.
Yes.
Mr. McCabe.
Yes.
Mr. Ross.
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Mr. Crumpa.
Yes.
Mr. Cliff.
Yes.
Ms. Lopez.
Yes.
Mr. Messi.
Yes. 8.3, TM Montante Development. Mr. Gabriel.
The same exact thing, but the property next door.
Okay, I have a motion, Mr. Cliff. Do I have a second? Okay. All in favor? Any opposed? We need a roll call vote for that as well.
Mr. Wolfgang?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe?
Yes.
Mr. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Krumpa?
Yes.
Mr. Cliff?
Yes.
Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Mr. Onesi?
Yes. Okay, great. 8.4, Frank's Vacuum Truck Service Incorporated, Mr. Gabriel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Frank's Vacuum Truck Service, Inc., which had merged into another corporation fully owned by the same group called Frank's Vacuum Truck Service LLC, is presently looking to sell its facility, the assets of the facility, to Apollo Drive LLC. Apollo Drive LLC, along with Frank's, is asking that the existing project, being all the lease back, pilot, et cetera, will be transferred to them. This is something we've done on a number of occasions. We've gone back and looked, and its vacuum truck service has met all its obligations to date, and all pilots have been paid to date. Normally, we would have the company be here. They have submitted the application. We have been in constant contact with them. Unfortunately, for some reason, we can't get them on the phone this morning. Sue has been trying all morning, both the principal, Nick Heiselman, as well as their counsel, Nathan Ziegler. They're well aware of the situation. I'm fairly versed in their process to date. They anticipate that they're going to continue to operate this company over the term of the project and going forward. They understand that they're assuming all the obligations of the existing project. And I believe there's only another 3, maybe 4 years left on the pilot. There will be no additional sales tax or mortgage tax provided to the company.
Okay.
So we're looking for a approval to the assignment and assumption.
Any questions?
Apollo Drive LLC is an Indiana company?
It is authorized to conduct business in New York.
Okay.
I have a motion, Mr. Wolfgang. And do I have a second? Mr. McCady, all in favor? Any opposed? We need a vote. Please.
Mr. Wolfgang?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe?
Yes.
Mr. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Krumpa?
Yes.
Mr. Cliff?
Yes.
Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Mr. Onesi?
Yes. Okay, 8.5, Santa Rosa Holdings Incorporated. Gabriel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Santa Rosa Holdings, Inc. is a existing IDA project, along with Buffalo Fuel, which is set forth under 8.6. Very similar ownership. These corporations, as required under our project documents, are required to come to the agency for consent to a transfer of stock in excess of 50%. The owner of the real property, the project, will remain in the name of both of those corporations. However, since Covanta Environmental Solutions, Inc. will be obtaining more than 50% of the stock in those corporations, it requires our board's consent to that transfer. We have included here in as policy of the agency, a copy of an application, at least the front part, which it lets the board know who we're talking about, who will be the responsible party. If there's any questions, I believe we have representatives from Santa Rosa, Buffalo Fuel, and Covanta Environmental Solutions here to answer any questions the board might have regarding this transaction.
Any questions? Do I have a motion there? Ms. Wolfgang? Second? Ross, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? We need a vote.
Mr. Wolfgang?
Yes.
Mr. McCabe?
Yes.
Mr. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Krumpa?
I must abstain.
Mr. Cliff?
Yes.
Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Mr. Onesi?
Yes. Okay, great.
8.6 is exactly the same, but with the Buffalo Fuel.
Any questions on 8.6? I have a motion from Mr. McCabe. Mr. Wolfgang, all in favor? Any opposed? We need a voice vote for that as well.
Mr. Wilking,
Yes.
Mr. McCabe,
Yes.
Mr. Ross,
Yes.
Mr. Scott,
Yes.
Mr. Krumpa,
I must abstain.
Mr. Cliff,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Mr. Omesi.
Yes. 8.7, sales tax extension and mortgage refinancing. Mr. Gabriel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Some of you may recall, way back when Chairman Brady sat at the head of the table, it was determined by the board that our executive director could and should have the ability to extend a sales tax, induced sales tax project and/or a consent to a specific mortgage request as required in our project documents. This was agreed to. At that point, we were getting one or two of these, sometimes three at a board meeting all the time. They were just run-of-the-mill reviews. Sue was not provided the ability to provide additional benefit or through sales tax, or to provide any additional benefit through the mortgage tax exemption. But we found it happened on a number of occasions was a company is ready to close a mortgage. Our documents require consent from our board to go forward. And they come to us at the last moment saying, oh, we missed this in your documents. We need your consent. And we're not going to meet for 3-4 weeks. So under that circumstances, it might have cost that corporation or company significant dollars to have that delayed. And the same thing happened with sales tax. Sue is authorized and has been authorized for both of those processes. But I look back and I just cannot see a resolution from that time. I see it in minutes, but I don't find a resolution that authorizes it in writing. So what I've asked to do is basically have the board reauthorize here today. The resolution is attached in your package, confirming Sue's authority to take this action. And again, she has no authority to add additional benefits to either the mortgage side or the sales tax side.
I'm sure we really. No, I'm just kidding. I need a motion or questions, right?
I have a question. Does the extension then have to be formalized at the next board meeting, or is it just?
It does not.
Is it okay?
But if they ask for additional mortgage tax benefit
At that
or
point,
additional sales tax benefit, she has no authority and it would come before our board.
Just
Adam.
makes sense.
No, I agree.
Motion from Mr. Cliff. We have a second. Mrs. Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We get a roll call vote.
Mr. Wilking,
Yes.
Mr. McCabe,
Yes.
Mr. Ross,
Yes.
Mr. Scott,
Yes.
Mr. Krumpa,
Yes.
Mr. Cliff,
Yes.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
Mr. Omesi.
Yes. Okay, 8.8, Mr. Gabriel, OHS Niagara Towers.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Once again, for the third time, these two projects are actually connected by the same ownership. The Niagara Towers Group, as well as the Urban Park Towers Group, are in the process, and if you recall, our board has already approved a resolution moving these projects forward, keeping in mind that we are not providing any pilot benefit, any mortgage tax benefit, any sales tax benefit. We are simply going to be the issuer on a sales tax exempt offering on behalf of the agency. Having said that, there has been a delay. There was a delay, two things. There was delay, as I mentioned in the audit committee, because of the lack of bond cap allocation from New York State. There was more request for the 2022 bond cap allocation that was available. The developer of these two projects have agreed that they would be happy to push these back to mid-January, along with the assurance they get their bond cap allocation at that particular time moving forward. Because of some concern tax-wise by the tax compliance attorney for the bond counsel, additional steps were taken in the meantime to conduct what's called a TEFRA hearing, which is a tax compliance hearing. We conducted the tax compliance hearing. That resolution was actually presented and approved by the county legislature as required by that particular section. And now it is at this time that it is proper for our agency to take an additional resolution on both of these, authorizing the issuance of these tax exempt bonds.
Okay. Any questions?
Mr. Chair, I've had extensive conversations with them, and I'm satisfied that they're going to do what they are promising for both of these properties. Okay. So Good to go.
That's your motion.
Yeah. I'll make a motion.
Second, Mr. McKay, all in favor? Any opposed? We need a voice vote.
Mr. Wolfgang?
Yes.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Mr. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Krumpa?
Yes.
Mr. Cliff?
Yes.
Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Mr. Omesi?
Yes. 8.9.
Basically, the repeat
I
of,
imagine it's the same.
it is the same. Thank you.
Any questions? I have a motion for Ms. Wolfgang. I'll give you a second. Mr. Krempa, all in favor? Any opposed? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolfgang?
Yes.
Mr. McKay?
Yes.
Mr. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Krumpa?
Yep.
Mr. Cliff?
Yes.
Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Mr. Omesi?
Yes. 9.0, agency council.
Nothing further.
We
Thank you.
finished talking that?
All right, enough to.
Anybody else have
I
any
don't want that.
information, anything else? Okay. Any other matters? Other than, I hope you all have a really happy holiday and enjoy yourselves over the break. Okay. and,
Not so much turkey, Rossi. Don't eat so much ham and turkey.
Gosh.
You take a good look at me, yes.
Okay, I'm not touching that one. Okay, our next meeting is January 11th and at 9 a.m. right here. And I need a motion to adjourn. Mr. Wolfgang, Mr. Krempa, all in favor?
So you see when Mike Leach dies at 61 years old,